TOMz.
Yes, my face is speaking of Futis say teenagers on a mission watching SABC One Mzansi for sure. The show that brings you nothing but the very best when it comes to sci-tech entertainment. What you can go to double hamba ganjani standard procedure. It is of course Sia and Muntu at your service.
That's Sia. Skill. That could actually get you some money.
Yeah, and that's why I'm here. I mean, I'm good at speaking, I'm good at acting, I'm just good at being awesome, and that's the criteria for an award-winning presenter.
Okay, but that is absolutely great because Usia here realized that he has a marketable skill, a skill that can get you some moolah, baby. So you know when you have some of those.
Exactly, and I'm trying to go so much who actually started a business skill. Skill is
Say what?
Well, are you ready for today's show?
So ready.
I hope that you are ready as well. Let's get the show on the road.
Lamachitalawa discovered that they have a unique skill to give to the world. This led them to pursue making pastry as a business. There are many different types of baking apparatus needed to get the job done. Spot on how many ancient people managed to get baking goods made. Explore the impacts of technology on what goes on in the kitchen. Get your mouth watering when we ask the real question in the TOMz quiz. Let's get this party started.
I got my first figure of this last via social media pages and I'm trying to say into one. What is your favorite meal? What colors put on Facebook? Uti, my favorite meal is malamohodu. Wow, that's very, very nice. Always feeling as pete umbuyi. Uti, my favorite meal is lasagna. Wow, guys, keep those comments coming in on our Facebook and Twitter pages. On Facebook, we are TOMz. On Twitter, we are at TOMz_SABC_1. With that said, assignment is calling to tell them plans one, but among them bets was put in. What is diabetes?
Diabetes, it's what old people fall under because of not eating a healthy diet, not following a diet balance.
All right.
No, diabetes is for sugar.
Sifo sugar lasenza nje emzimbeni wakho.
Usho ukuthi nje mawuphuza ushukela omningi awuchawuzizwa kahle impela.
Awuzizwa kahle impela. Alright, ngicela ungitshela ukuthi i-diabetes ine effect enjani emzimbeni womuntu.
Ine effect enjani and then mangabe une diabetes yabona and then uyagula because mina ngazi gokwami nayo. Yes, une diabetes and then ukuze ukuthi stop like diabetes yakhe and then we lower the sugar rate and then sithelelayo at least half a teaspoon if simenzele ushukela and then it's why and every stuff ukuthi simkeep health.
Oh, so it always has to be balanced, nah? I want to know, what is a healthy diet?
A healthy diet is a way of eating, let's say, vegetables and fruits, and then eating maybe raw vegetables.
Njengoba sitshilo ke bethina sifunda nge-pastries namhlanje futhi sidibana nompheki we-pastries kodwa benza ntoni abantu nyani. This video will clear all of that up. Take a look.
Pastry chefs are professional chefs who can be stationed in various kitchens and making pastries, desserts, breads, and other baked goods. They're often employed in large hotels, restaurants, bakeries, and cafes. Apart from baker, they can also research new recipes, concepts, and test them in the kitchen. They do all their preparations in advance, that is before the dinner setting begins. They're often in charge of the dessert menu, which could also include things like dessert wines, especially beverages, and gourmet cheese platters. Pastry chefs are also expected to know all of their ingredients very well and understand the chemicals, reactions that take place between them. Egyptians made pastries by dipping baked flour cakes in honey and serving it tapped with nuts, which professional bakers were responsible for. In the Roman cuisine, they used flour, oil, and water to make pastries that were used to cover meat and fowls during baking, keeping the juices locked in. Flour, however, not meant to be eaten. The ones made to be eaten were richer and made into smaller pastries containing amakanda or little birds. And in the medieval Northern Europe cuisine, pastry chefs made stiff pastries by adding shortening and butter to the mix. No full recipes were ever found.
Now, if you've ever been to a bakery, when a choice is quite difficult. Now, my options are quite good. And the tricky part is that all of these options are actually more similar than you think.
Exactly. Strudels, they fold over. They're all made. The ingredients is fanai. Flour, amanzi, namafuta.
Hey! What is your favorite pastry? Head on over to our Facebook and Twitter pages. What is your favorite pastry? Right now, though, we take a quick commercial break. So we're done. Welcome back, my friends. It's TOMz watching SABC Mzansi for sure, where life and TV are one.
Sonke ke sinazo skills netalente. Kodwa ngamanye amaxesha we don't actually realize that we don't have to use it for our careers alone. Singakwazi ukwenza imali ne and even start businesses.
And namhlanje ke sihlangana nomjita who does exactly that. Wayivulela ibhizinisi lakhe ushama pastry azikuthini. I cannot wait to see what he's doing today. And I know Katie was also within ngoba hey uyakhala. But anywho, let's check it out.
Hey yo, it's your boy CADDY, pronounced Caddy, running the streets of Johannesburg, Bafethu, touchdown east side of Jersey where the planes land. So emissioners and we're talking about all things pastry Bafethu. Sabasivakashela, a chef, ozosphekela, asitshengisa ukuthi ushiya kanjani into yakhe. And yazi ukuthi Bafethu ukuthi mina I've got a sweet tooth, right? So I'm wondering ukuthi how is he gonna actually tickle my taste buds? While we're still here, let's go get it. Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
Good, how's it?
I'm good.
Awesome. Okay, well, my name is Steven and I'm a pastry chef by profession.
Okay.
And I work for a restaurant currently called Videkio as a head chef there.
Okay.
And just the love of baking, hey? I've been baking since, I don't remember, really.
Okay, cool. What's a pastry chef?
A pastry chef is a chef that specializes in everything flour pastry. Puff pastry, your cakes, your donuts, your meringues, your everything that is very specialized and not everyone can do. Even chefs, some chefs can't do a simple meringue.
Okay, so namhlanje ke ngifuna ukwazi ukuthi i-chef ispana kanjani, ispana ngani, what kind of things can you do, and what are you going to show us today?
Well, today we're going to bake a simple cake.
Okay.
We're going to make them simple cupcakes, just simple things that everyday young person can try at home. Pastry chefs, you should be very patient and calm because everything depends on the oven. It's not like your normal day chefs where you can always alter the flavor as you cook. With pastries, I mix it and I put it in the oven and I pray to God it comes out as I want it to come out. Ungangena ke ekhishi lami kula ngicreate khona yonke into oyicabangayo. So mawuyicabanga engqondweni ufonela mina.
Okay.
Ngiyibeka la phansi.
So namhlanje just so yenza.
So namhlanje sizenza uthi uhalela chocolate cake.
Yeah.
So sizenza chocolate cake, but we're going to make them in a little pan like this.
Okay.
I'm just going to make them individual and they're all going to look different.
Okay.
Okay, so we're going to start with a bit of sugar.
All right.
2 eggs.
Okay.
And
Got 2 eggs.
a bit of, so like about 125 grams of margarine.
Okay, so ngitshela ke ukuthi wena yini into eyenza ukuthi ube unique nge-pastry yakho? Like what's so unique about your taste?
Ngiyacabanga yazi every chef wonke umuntu oyi-chef or umuntu ophekayo, even if you're not a chef, I think it's about a personality oyilethayo in the plate. So it's about the flavors you bring, how you bring them. So I think moreover, what's special about, well, abantu mabeza kimi bazodinga a cake or me to cook for them or whatever, the special part about it is that maybe perhaps my personality on the food translates a bit much better than what they would have at the restaurant. This is what you need to do if you are going to be cooking at home. Everywhere, always have a cup with water, hot water preferably, and a spoon, so that every time you taste, you clean your spoon off. You don't want your germs in somebody else's food. Okay,
so we're done with the creaming parts, right?
We're done with the creaming part. So the second stage of it is that our water is just boiled. Okay. We're gonna take about half a cup of cocoa powder. Okay. Sizoyenza a paste. Esizoyifaka. Okay. All right. Second step is this, the flour. Okay.
Okay, so what's the role of the flour again?
If flour in all baking products, you need to use the flour, obviously. Mara we depend to baker in because I'm a flour yahlukana. Okay. There is a different type of flour for isinkwa. There's a different type of flour for ibansi. There's a different type of flour for ikeke. Okay. There's a flour for abantu aba vegan. There's a flour for abantu aba sort of allergies as well. Wow. So normally on all cakes that you buy in my shop, they all use all-purpose flour. Okay. Which is a more normal kind of everyday flour like that you can. Yeah, and ungayithola anywhere. Okay, very important step as well. Switch on your stove to about 180 degrees.
Okay, why 180?
That's the most safest and slowest way of baking, because that cake needs to bake here for about 35 to 40 minutes.
Okay.
So if you put it on a lower heat, it will bake forever, and what happens is that it crusty corner will burn, but in the middle it will still be soggy and wet. I've been a pastry chef for now 3 years, because I'm 25 now.
Yeah.
So I've been a pastry chef for 3 years now, and I'm enjoying every part of it. It's ufunda kuningi every day, because pastry I find in a hot kitchen, as they would call it, or the normal cooking as they would call it.
Yeah.
It's a bit tricky, and it dinga patient and a lot of understanding, because half the time udilang accurate recipes and accurate numbers. If you put a teaspoon more of sugar, or a teaspoon more of itswai, or a teaspoon more of flour, you've ruined the whole recipe. So where else you can always work with your flavor and try and play around that, but with pastry you need to be very, very accurate with what you're doing, or else everything else is just a flop.
Yeah.
So I think that's what I like about it, is that it's always the thrill would sing if I get it over. Now I have to just wait and see what will happen. And so I think I also love that. But moreover, it's creating new things, because with baking, you can play around with baking. It's not as strict as a cuisine. There's now desserts that are sweet and sour. Who knew that? I love that you can play with all angles of upheka. I'll restrict to ukuthi kumele upheke inyama nje kuphela.
Yeah. Bakers asebenzisa ama-equipment ahlukahlukene to do their duties. These range from big appliances like blenders and ovens to small pieces of equipment ezibizwa ngama-apparatus. Lezi include izinto ezifana njengama-cake levelers, pie crust shields, digital candy thermometers, and pastry blenders. Candy thermometers, for instance, are used to measure the exact temperature of a baking mix while it is being heated. If you are a type of candy that has to be mixed or taken off the stove at a specific temperature, your candy thermometer is the perfect tool to use, because it's where are you now? Are you creating those things? Are you doing those things?
I am creating things daily, and I think where I work right now, they've given me the opportunity to just create and play with your food.
Yeah.
And that's how you come up with new recipes, as you play with something. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work.
Yeah.
You throw it away and you create something else.
Yeah.
So I think I'm there at developing recipes and trying to think outside the globe, the spectrum of, because right now I'm beginning this American cuisine and all of that, but we're trying to focus now on the global cuisine. What is it that is influencing us chefs globally? And I'm taking things from, there's a dish I just created at work. It's a well-known dish. What's that? Some Mexican, not a Mexican, some Ugandan country, jalapeño rice or something of that nature.
Yeah.
And we made something cool about it. It's now something of a Chinese type of dish.
Wow.
But you've used all these Ugandan ingredients, but you're trying to translate it into something else. So I think it's that. With food, I'm trying to, I don't know about other chefs, but with me, I'm trying to say, well, how about I take one from this country, one from that country, one from that country, and let's create a global cuisine, instead of saying, oh, I enjoy only Italian, or I only enjoy African cuisines, but how about we create a global cuisine?
Yo, and my mouth is literally watering out of watching all of that, hey?
Mangalisa, how these guys are able to use their hands-on skills.
Absolutely.
Do you think that Ukedi brought back the snacks?
Listen, my love, it's Caddy. Hey, Khalela, do not hold your breath, man.
Yo, what a monster.
Yeah, at break, boy.
TOMz. TOMz.
Sibuyile ke siyanamkela to our mission that takes us out into the streets of Mzansi. Sifunda ngelizwe lethu.
And namhlanje ke bafethu sifundile futhi sabona ukuthi kahle kahle we all have super awesome skills that can actually be applied to make an income.
Ewe man, and ngamanye amaxesha ke these skills can be used to make tasty, delicious treats. And there are people out there who are using these skills zabo to broaden their horizon. It's a beautiful world.
Right?
A beautiful world.
Indeed.
Masibukele.
So this is what I normally do. You can use a prick or a knife or a toothpick or whatever you have in the house, just to get the holes in here, because I want the sauce to ooze into the cake itself. So fam, we're gonna take these ones out and cream them.
So what inspired you to actually be a chef?
I think, you know, like the typical story, you know, you grow up with umama uthanda ukubake endlini, uthanda ukupheka, and when I was a kid at school, and I would normally ngibalethele whatever my mom used to bake, and that's where the business part of me selling and baking for a living started. When my mom would bake a scone, a biscuit, a brownie, or whatever, and so you success at school and buy taste a bunch, and that's when I started making money out of it, and then I realized there's something in these hands as well. So I started then wanting to know how to cook. I think at some point I realized that but so let me focus on that. And funny enough, at college, I was the only black guy doing pastry.
Wow.
So I was like, okay, that's interesting. Out of 9 girls. How are we doing?
Amazing. Oh man, what a beautiful day, Bafethu. I'm so inspired about the art of pastry. And it's actually idea yake is changing his world and the people around him. Otherwise, if you have a dream, Donna, go get it. This is what we call mission accomplished. Your boy SABC pronounced Katie is out. One of the most critical appliances necessary to bake is the oven, Bafethu. The oven can be used for roasting or heating and can cook foods like meat, casseroles, and baked goods such as bread and cake. Modern ovens are natural gas or electricity as a fuel source. Amanye have gas bottles, while others have direct gas lines installed in the house. If the oven yako is contained within the same unit as the stove sako, the oven and the burners on top of the stove can either use the same power source like electricity or 2 different ones. That's why some stoves can have gas burners and others have electric ovens.
I know if it's figure the TOMz quiz challenge. I hope you are ready, because you can also join in on the fun on our Facebook and Twitter pages. Let's just which team are you rooting for? Is it the blue team or the green team? Mina and guys Bafethu. Come on,
Hey man, you know what time it is? It's time for the TOMz quiz, and 2 teams get to battle each other through the TOMz quiz. Babuzama questions, and if Batola right, they are the champions for today. Namhlanje said Dr. Sam Motswenyane High School. We're going to be talking about pastry. If you also want to join us, Lape Makaya, all you got to do is check us on our social media pages. On Facebook, see TOMz, and on Twitter, we are TOMz_SABC_1. You know how we start the game. The blue team and the green team have to choose 3 champions. Abazoba representer here with me. So blue team, green team, please choose your 3 champions.
Yeah, I'm Tato, and the reason that they choose us is because they believe in us and we have strength. Yeah.
The reason why they choose us, they were sure that we will win.
I'm Simango Yulenda. The reason that they chose us because they believe in us.
Give it up for the green team. Blue team, are you guys ready?
Yes.
Man, come on, green team is a win.
No.
Okay, guys, in Jelen, good thing about why and Ketile,
I'm Busisiwe Banda. They choose me because they trust me and they believe in me.
Okay, I'm Christina. They choose us because it's best time, and I believe good is so win.
I'm Fanavaloy. They choose us because they know that we are the best and will come up with best results.
Okay, give it up for the blue team. These are the rules. So ngizonbuza question 3, ne? In order for you guys to answer those questions, we've got 2 buzzers there, ne? So blue team ipaza yenilena, green team ipaza yenilena, ne? Question. If you get the answer right, it's 10 points, ne? But if you press the buzzer and you don't know the answer, but that's 5 points, ne? Starting off with our first question. Question 80. What do we call the place where cakes are sold and made? Is it A, a house, B, a bakery, C, tunnel, or D, a garage? Hit the buzzer. Press the buzzer. Green team. Answer needs to 1.
B.
Okay, I was going to answer right or wrong. And your answer is B. Give it up for the blue team. Question 8 sooner, E.T. In the hospitality industry, what term is used to refer to abantu who bake cakes and make desserts? Is it A, chef de cuisine? Is it B, sous chef? Is it C, pastry chef, or is it D, executive chef? Which one is it? Answer anything?
A.
A. Asibone ukuthi ba right now. E. Dololo. So this is our scoreboard. The green team is on 0 and the blue team is on 10 points. Question here to Mr. E.T. What course can you take in the university if you want to become a chef one day? Is it A, culinary arts? Is it B, economics? Is it C, accounting? Or is it D, engineering? Hit the buzzer. Green team, guys, for impressive. The answer is?
A.
Okay, I suppose to answer either right or wrong. And the answer is A. Give it up for the green team. So in the it is a tie. So both teams win. Give it up for the blue team and the green team. There you have it for today's TOMz quiz. I'm a winner's way to iTunes. I'm delighted to give it up for the green team. And give it up for the blue team.
Kwakhona ke i-technology itshintsha indlela esenza izinto, including doing things in the kitchen. Kodwa kanjani man? Check this out.
Ama-taste wabantu are rapidly evolving, which means cuisine is getting better. This also means that the industry is becoming more competitive, with trends coming and going rapidly. Logia chinja and the food swatologoma menu designs with more interesting inventions and alternative combinations. Social media is becoming a more powerful tool to drive marketing and trends in cuisines. And more young chefs will be celebrated instead of all finding success in the 40s.
Yo, bafethu, mina ngisakwazi ngempela ke manje ukuyibamba. Like I need to get myself some pastries. Anywho, thank you so much guys for tuning into TOMz. Njengenhlali yenza bafethu siyatholakala 24/7 on our social media pages.
Niphinde nje www.tomz.co.za just to say hi. Until next time, guys. Bye.
Bye. Ayibo director up on my pastry one.
Ow.
Next time on TOMz. Foods are everywhere, Godra. There are none like this guy. He makes a hot sauce that will blow your hair back, but best of all, he is an entrepreneur. Let's go back in history and see how our ancestors used taste to survive. The future of food is upon us and it's delicious. And if you want to know what's behind the taste you taste each and every day, take part in our TOMz quiz. TOMz, same time, same place, Konala on your #1 channel, SABC 1, Mzansi, for sure.